Hello everyone, this is Team Past Glory. We are from Sardar Patel Institute of Technology presenting a solution to the problem statement given by the Ministry of Power. Power in India comes essentially only from five grids, namely the northern, eastern, western, southern, and the northeastern grid. A power grid failure can't be fixed immediately and takes a large amount of time to fix. After the generator backup runs out, hospitals and healthcare facilities may face critical challenges. A power outage also disrupts daily routines, impacting households and individuals. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Power grids use traditional air gap systems. In 2021, Maharashtra Cyber Cell submitted a report on the power outage of 2020, confirming a malware attack hit the power grid. These cyber attacks can be used by the enemy nations to launch a cyber attack. To tackle these attacks, an SOC needs to be developed, and the basic building blocks of the SOC are the four blocks given right here. It consists of the SIEM, Security Information and Event Management System, Governance, Risk and the Compliance System, Intrusion Detection System, and Intrusion Prevention System with the Cyber Threat Intelligence and Firewall Management.
In establishing the foundation of Vidyut Kavach SOC, we first focus on key elements like event classification, prioritization, investigation, containment, recovery, remediation, mitigation, assessment, and audit. We made sure to align the SOC development with the 2021 CEA cybersecurity guidelines to meet regulatory requirements. To safeguard against the power sector specific threats, we conducted a thorough risk assessment and implemented stringent air gap network isolation for LR and networking systems. Additionally, we ensured robust security by deploying a comprehensive log collection system and utilizing security information and event management, which is SIEM, for real-time analysis. To handle security incidents effectively, we developed a clear incident response plan and enforced strict security policies encompassing access control, data protection and reporting. Multi-factor authentication and strong access controls were also implemented for SOC access.
So our goal will be to use our solution to use rules and statistical correlation to turn log entries and events from security systems into actionable information. So we will be collecting sensor data which will act as an event source and will transfer devices or machines at the sites. Then the distributed management system will receive this information and process it to identify the faults, and the results are converted into plan by the application. So this will be a five layer system in which the last layer is the operational technology infrastructure which will send the sensor data, above which will be industrial segmentation, which will be responsible for the deep packet inspection, firewall and intrusion detection, above which is a wide area which will be traffic enforcement controlling from north to south, then VPN and encryption layer, above which is a demilitarized zone, which will be IT and OT segmentation, having the intrusion detection and intrusion prevention systems. And on top of that, there will be our Vidyut Kavach SOC, managing the network, asset inventory, anomaly detection, and traffic enforcement, north to south. So for creating this particular Vidyut Kavach SOC, we will be using many of the log collection, SIEM, incident response, or access control tools, which are mentioned in the presentation.
Now, let me talk about the log collection, analysis, and forensics. So, we'll be collecting thousands of logs from various sensors and then we'll passing it to Logstash, which will parse and enhance the data. So, showcase suspicious behavioral patterns and suggest response plan accordingly. The log collection, which is done, which will visualized on Kibana, and we can also get the audit and compliance reports through Kibana dashboard. Once the ML model gets any anomalies or suspicious behavioral patterns, it will send alert to the CISO, that is the Chief Information Security Officer.
Okay. So coming to the demo of the prototype, so what we have built is a complete SIEM solution, which is Vidyut Kavach SOC, which will take the logs from the simulated OT infrastructure and trace the infrastructure metrics, prevent threats, and detect and respond to the threats and analyze the data into the dashboards. So we'll be showcasing one of the dashboards. So in this dashboard, we will be tracking all the infrastructure, all the hosts in the infrastructure, all the login events perform on the infrastructures, or all the logs given by the infrastructure with all the necessary information such as agent IDs, all the packets transferred between the networks. So again, we will be performing one of the demonstration where the client machine will be targeted by another system using a SSH service. So this is the client system which we are using, be which we try to attack from another system. So this particular attack attempt will be catched by our system in a real time, and all the IP address of the attackers, all the information used on the attack will be showcased in our system. So for that, we can check on this login dashboard where we have to refresh, and this particular attack performed at the this particular time will be cached if immediately as a failed login attempt by a particular IP address, and all the information of the attacker will be cached here. So this is the prototype we have worked till now. And again, coming to the cost analysis and use cases of the system.
Okay, so talking about the cost analysis, the first electricity cost that will be done because of the servers that will be running 24/7, the cost will be around 10,000 to 15,000 rupees. Second is the service, that is the alert and notification service that will be using. It will take around 0.13 rupees per message. Now we are using like the Elasticsearch, Logstash, and the Kibana, which are open source tools. That is why we are having no cost of that. That's free. Now talking about the networking equipment's cost, that is the routers and etc. It will take around 2,000 to 5,000 rupees.
So now we'll be seeing how this SOC can be useful in the power sector. The first would be threat detection and prevention. Before an actual attack happens on our power grid, we should be able to detect the threat and prevent it. In case there's an actual attack, we should have an incident response and mitigation plan. Network segmentation would include dividing the network in such a way that if there's an attack, it should be isolated as possible. Next would be protecting our asset assets and the critical infrastructures. Discussing the dependencies and showstopper. The most important dependency would be the legacy system because our software should be compatible with the legacy systems. And next would be the physical security because what we are targeting is the cyber security.
Now, our full system will include a machine learning and advanced behavioral analytics, threat hunting, and a built-in incident response. Network and traffic analysis and an infrastructure performance monitoring tools will also be enabled, and endpoint detection and response, which helps detect and mitigate suspicious activity, is also run in our plan. UEBA, which is User and Entity Behavior Analytics, which uses machine learning to identify suspicious behavioral patterns, will also be included in our system. So, thank you for listening to our solution. Vidyut Kavach.